Good morning, everyone. Today we start the fourth unit. It is information theory. In third unit, it is fully problematic. I think it is unable to explain in online class. So I will start the fourth unit. So in fourth unit, it is information theory. In information theory. So the first topic is amount of information. So this unit also fully problematic. All of you please prepare the at least formulas also. At least formulas. Uh, Consider a discrete memory as source having messages M1, M2, M3 and so on with probabilities of occurring is P1, P2, P3 and so on. That means the probability of the message M1 occur with the probability of P1 and the probability of message M2 is occur with the probability of P2 and M3 is occurs with the probability of P3. So the information transmitted through the message MK. MK means it is the last message with the probability of PK is IK is equal to log to 1 by PK. That is IK amount of information can be indicated with IK. IK is equal to log 2 into 1 by Pk. So log 2 1 by Pk can be expressed in decibels. That can be written as log 10 1 by K Pk by log 10 log 2 base 10. So log 1 by Pk base 10 by log 2 base 10. And we have some properties of information. If there is more uncertainty about the message, the information carried is more. If there is more uncertainty about the message, the information carried is more. For example, someone told that in summer, in the month of May, there is a chance of tufan. In that message, the information carried is more or less. So obviously, it is a summer. There is no chance of rain. No chance of rain. So the information carried is more. Information carried is more. The receiver knows the message being transmitted about the amount of information carried is zero. The receiver knows that the message being transmitted, the amount of information carried is zero. So we already know that the information is transmitted. You know that the information is transmitted. So information transmitted, and we know the information is transmitted, the information carried is zero. If I1 is the information carried by message M1 and I2 is the information carried by message M2, then the amount of information carried by M1 and M2 is I1 plus I2. If there are m is equal to 2 power n messages, the information carried by each message will be n bits. So these are all the properties of amount of information. So in this unit we are having 4 or 5 properties and same 4 or 5 topics and 4 or 5 formulas and their properties. I have to prepare all the properties and formulas. This is the problem. All of you please write down in your notes this problem. Calculate amount of information. Pk is equal to 1 by 4. So calculate amount of information. The probability Pk is equal to 1 by 4. You have to substitute in the last formula. If you substitute here, log 10 1 by Pk by log 2 base 10. You have to substitute in Pk. So the value is 2 bits. So this is also another problem. Calculate the amount of information if binary digits occurring equal likelihood in binary PCM. So we calculate the amount of information if binary digits. The binary digits means zeros and ones. Okay. So we have two binary digits, either 0 or either 1. So let P1 of 0 is equal to the probability of getting equally either 0 or either 1 is 1 by 2. We already know that in RVSP, when the coin toss, there is two chances, either head or either tail. So the probability of getting head or probability of getting tail is 1 by 2 only. So here is also same thing. The amount of information carried by binary digits, that means 0 or 1, are occurring at equal likelihood. Equal likelihood means there is same chance, that is 1 by 2 and 1 by 2. So P1 of 0 is equal to 1 by 2, P2 of 1 is equal to 1 by 2. That is the for binary digit, 0 is 1 by 2, for binary digit 1 is 1 by 2. So the I1 is equal to log 10 1 by P1, log 10 1 by P2. So calculate the using the formula, you can get 1 bit. I1 is equal to I2 is equal to 1 bit. And write down at least write down these problems. Next, third one. In binary precision, 0 occur with the probability of 1 by 4. That is probability of 0 occurring with P of k is equal to 1 by 4. And 1 occur with the probability of 3 by 4. So P of 1 is equal to 3 by 4. Calculate amount of information by each bit. So it is very easy. You can calculate. P1 of 0 is equal to 1 by 4 and P2 of 0 1 is equal to 3 by 4. Then I1 I2 can be written as log 10 1 by P1, log 10 1 by P2. If you do this problem, we can get 2 bits, and I1 is equal to 2 bits and I2 is equal to 0.415 bits. Yeah, same like that. We have another problem. So we have some 4 to 5 properties, and each property we are having one example problem. So you have to note all the problems. If there are m equal, likely, and independent messages, then prove that the information carried by I is equal to n bits and where m is equal to 2 power. So here in question, it is given that if there are m equally likely messages, m equally likely means what is the probability of getting each message is 1 by m. That is log to 1 by m is the probability. So ik is equal to log to 1 by m. That is equal to log to m. It is note that where m is equal to 2 power n, we have to substitute m is equal to 2 power n. So I'm repeat it again. If there are m equally likely messages means the probability of getting each message is 1 by m. If there are m messages, the probability of getting each message is 1 by m. So pk is equal to 1 by m, where m is equal to 2 power n. We have to substitute m is equal to 2 power n. So that is equal to n log 2 whole power n into log 2 base 2. So ik is equal to n into, we have to write down it in terms of decibels. So ik is equal to n bits. So next topic is prove that receiver knows the message being transmitted. The amount of information carried is 0. So here the receiver knows that the message transmitted, and also the information carried carried is 0. Hence the probability is 1. So in this problem, the receiver knows that the message being transmitted, and the amount of information carried is 0. So the probability of getting that message is 1. Why? Because it is already transmitted. The probability of the getting message is 1. So the probability of getting pk is equal to 1 means log 10 of 1 by 1 by log 10 of 2, that is equal to 0. So hence it is proved. So if the message is transmitted, then information carrying capacity we can get 0. So just we take the probability is equal to 1. If I1 is the information carried by message M1 and I2 is the information carried by message M2, then prove that information carried composited due to M1 M2 is I1 plus I2. Information carried is I1 plus I2. Please note the solution. So the next topic is entropy. This is very important topic. Entropy means average information. Consider a discrete memoryless source having messages M1, M2, M3 up to so on, and having probabilities P1, P2, P3, and so on. Suppose a sequence of L messages are transmitted. So that is P1 into L is the first message, and P2 into L is the second message, like that. And the amount of information, amount entropy. Entropy means average information. Average information we indicated with H. H is equal to summation of K is equal to 1 to M Pk log to 1 by Pk. That is H value. So this is very important topic in this unit, and entropy can be used in this in next units also. So entropy is the very important. So what is the formula for entropy? Summation of K is equal to 1 to M Pk log to 1 by Pk. Pk log to 1 by Pk. And in previous, what is it? In previous topic, that is amount of information. Amount of information log to 1 by Pk. But here summation of K is equal to 1 to M Pk log to 1 by Pk. So properties of entropy. Entropy is 0. The event is sure or impossible. The event is sure or impossible. The entropy is 0. That is equal to H is equal to 0. Entropy is 0. The event is sure or impossible means the probability of 0 or 1. So if the probability is 0 or 1, the entropy is 0. We can prove these properties in next topics. So, and what is the second property? When Pk is equal to 1 by M for all M symbols, then the symbols are equally likely. For such source, the entropy is given H is equal to log to M. H is equal to log to M. You have to prove this. H is equal to log to M. When Pk is equal to 1 by M and all our M symbols are equally likely messages. So we need to prove it. And also third one, upper bound on entropy is given as H max is equal to log to M. Upper bound in entropy. Upper bound on entropy is given as H max is equal to log to M. So we need to prove these three properties in entropy. So next, here we can prove the first property. Calculate entropy when Pk is equal to 0 and Pk is equal to 1. So we have to just substitute the Pk is equal to 0 and Pk is equal to 1 values in entropy. So we can get the answer is average information H is equal to 0. Just we have to substitute that pk log to 1 by pk. So when pk is equal to 0, 0 into anything means 0. So h value is 0 in first case. In second case, when pk is equal to 1 means log 2 into 1 by 1. That is equal to, we have to convert that into 10 basis. Log 10 basis, then we can get 0. So that is the uh, proof for first property. And second one, a source transmits two independent messages with probabilities p and 1 minus p. So we have so in question they give the two independent messages. What are the two independent messages? P and 1 minus p. These are two messages. Prove that entropy is maximum when both messages are equally and likely. The variation of entropy as a function of probability p of the messages. So then entropy is equal to, here we have two messages, that is k is equal to, then I can write h is equal to summation of k is equal to 1 to 2, summation of k is equal to 1 to 2 pk log to 1 by pk. We have to expand it. So first one, p1 log to 1 by p plus 1 minus p into log to 1 minus p. So this is the first message here, and this is your second message. Then we have to substitute when p is equal to 0. What is it? What about entropy? We have to calculate this h when p is equal to 0 to 1. We have to take the different values, and also we can get the different h values. So what is the maximum value of h here? H max is equal to 1. This is your maximum value. So the maximum value of h is 1 here. Now if we calculate this, and next, since the entropy is maximum at 1 by 2, why? Because when h max is equal to 1, the probability is 0.5. So the probability of 0.5 means when probability is equal to 1 by 2. So when probability is 1 by 2, we have to calculate the h here, then we can get the 1. This is the solution. Please write on it. So these are all the problems. So then second property, show that if there are m number of equally likely messages, m number of equally likely messages means the probability of getting each message is 1 by m. Then prove that entropy of source is log to m. So just we have to substitute that where the messages are m messages. So when k is equal to 1 to m, why? Because m means we are having m message from 1. So pk means probability of getting each message is 1 by m. So p1 log to first expand it. P1 log PM, P2 log PM, to so on PM log PM. So probability of getting each message, that is P1, P2, P3 up to so on PM, is 1 by m. So you have to write down here 1 by m log PM, 1 by m log PM plus 1 by m log PM here. So then we are getting the answer is log 2m, which is equal to log 2m. Please note down it. Next property, show that the upper bound on entropy is given as H max is less than or equal to log 2m. We'll explain this derivation in next class. So write this problem, all of you write down this problem. For a discrete memoryless source, there are three symbols with probabilities P1 is equal to alpha and P2 is equal to P3. Determine entropy of the source. For a discrete memoryless source, there are three symbols with probabilities P1 is equal to alpha and P2 is equal to P3. Determine entropy of the source. So write down the entropy formula, and you know that P1 is equal to alpha, P2 is equal to P3. Then P1 plus P3, P2 plus P3 is equal to 1. So alpha plus P1 is equal to alpha means substitute alpha P1 plus alpha. So alpha plus 2 into P2 is equal to 1. So P2 is equal to 1 by 1 minus alpha by 2, and P3 is also 1 minus alpha by 2. So we have to substitute in this entropy formula, we can get the answer. So this is about your entropy. We will discuss the third property on the next class. So in this unit, we're having only 3 to 4 topics and problems. problems, properties on each topic, and then problems. So this is fully problematic units. Fourth and fifth unit is also fully problematic. So you have to practice in your books. I will send the PPT in your group. You have to check it once. Thank you, everyone. I will continue the class in. I will continue in next class. And also, if you are having any doubts, we will discuss in interaction classes. Thank you.